Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria.
This is Nigeria Info.
All right, very good morning to you, the Abuja, listening to us right now on 95 on Nigeria Info. Talking about catching up on the latest in the world of sports. This is definitely the place to be. Sport Driver on 95.1 Nigeria Info with Captain Fantastic this morning and Benga Adegboyega. You're welcome to the show.
Yes, good to be here. What a wonderful weekend filled with a lot of sporting stories, especially football. And this is a new football continues this evening as well. And we are here to express every bit.
Well, definitely. We have papers, and then we'll be talking about Rivers United, Nigeria's surviving representative CAF inter-club competition. Yesterday, they qualified for group stage of the CAF Confederations Cup out there in Port Harcourt, and we shall be taking some of the reactions from that venue and the papers. But also, the English Premier League was once again involved in controversy for the 15th time. The referees, the PGMOL, find itself providing explanation after what happened over the weekend. Well, before we talk about that, let's quickly take a look at what the paper's saying, and then we'll rush through other things. These are things we're going to look like. First of all, foremost, let's start with the papers.
So, just like you said, we start with Vanguard and Oyowa braced Rivers United to group stage. Yes, Rivers United defeated Toile Filante 2-0. That was yesterday. And Osimhen, yes, let's forgive and forget. Victor Osimhen is Napoli over TikTok Bureau. And also in sports, Gernot Rohr is in the news, and he calms the cheaters in Morocco when they face the Super Eagles.
Okay, all right. So let's take a look at the leadership this morning. What's the leadership saying? We have this. We said Osimhen breaks silence on TikTok gaffe, pledges loyalty to Napoli. England's Women's Super League kicks off with £1 billion ambition. 2024 Olympic qualifier. FIFA appoints Togolese referees for Super Falcons versus Ethiopia. VAR officials off duty after Luis Diaz offside error. China Open, Karas Sabalenka close to quarterfinals. That's about it from the leadership sports this morning.
And here is a very interesting headline on sports part, the blueprint. It's the same story, but I like the way they put it. They say Rivers United swim into the group stage. Remember, they played 2-0 with a clean sheet, so probably reason behind the swimming. Also, that interesting headline: stop using juju to play golf. Yes, Ron Shewe tells athletes, that's talking about Nigerian athletes preparing for Paris 2020. Stop using juju
to play golf.
Because your mates in Europe, your mates abroad, they walk the process.
How come we don't have a Roy in Nigeria?
Well, if you say so.
Okay, now let's take a look at the People's Deep. We have this, which says WWE major update emerges on Cena's future after WGA strike ends. Osimhen, Napoli never meant fend or mock strikeouts. Stop short of apology for TikTok. That's it.
All right, so now for tennis lovers, we go to right now. And you remember Maria Sharapova, who retired tennis back in 2020. She's taking a new sport. Yes,
that's my favorite right there. That's my favorite.
Here's the statement. I'm playing pickleball. Yes, you can Google pickleball, then you will know the new sport. The 36-year-old has announced that she is going to play. So she's no longer a tennis player, but she's still in competitive sport.
She's my fave, you know.
Yes, and also Jurgen Klopp blasts PGMOL statement on this goal. Is one of the things we're going to talk about, the VAR controversy, and Jurgen Klopp is not forgiving like Victor Osimhen. He's saying the PGMOL should do more than just apologize because they dropped points, right? They lost.
Yeah. Okay, from the New Telegraph, we have this, which says Brighton rejects losing Boniface to Leverkusen. And we have this, which says, I enjoyed my best ball in Bundesliga, EPL. Okocha reveals. Osimhen played for Real, Man City, Man United, Pesaro as Napoli coach in Sika remains penalty taker despite role. Team arrived Asaba for Atlantic Conference 2 Olympic qualifier. CAF Togolese refs for Falcons Ethiopia clash.
Yeah, you know, Falcons swam the next stage because Sao Tome and Principe and their counterparts pulled out.
They chickened out.
Yeah, they chickened out. So that was a walkover for the Super and for the Falcons.
Okay, before we get to talk about controversy, let's quickly talk about this morning. That's where the Juju story emerged from. There was a tournament, a golf tourney organized, which took place in Abuja over the Independence Day golf scored. We understand over 500 players from Nigeria, Uganda, Cameroon, and Ghana competed for honor to mark Nigeria's 63rd Independence Day celebrated on October 1st. Nigeria Sport Minister Senator John Owain says sports remain the biggest unifying factor in Nigeria. Well, we already knew that, don't we? But let's listen to him, the minister, that's statements.
This game is an elitist one. From outside, that is what it's considered. I know if there's anything about sports, it's social intimacy. So it's good to obtain this from you. It's come here a few times, not to play, to be one or two persons. And from the first practice that I had, I imagined to myself that it's a lovely game, and I think I've met with quite a number of friends here that I haven't seen for a while. I've listened to you speak, and I think there's one thing to bring onto this job is passion and a commitment to look it and to grow it. It's good to realize and appreciate the fact that you've done this every 1st October. I think that the fact that it gives you the opportunity to people from outside itself is an aspect of the diplomacy that we find in sports, an aspect of friendship that you're able to foster, as well as the business relationships that you're also able to engender. I congratulate you on the day, and I wish everyone here a happy Independence Anniversary celebration.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, that's the Sport Minister of Nigeria, Senator John Owa Eno. One of the participants, Simbi Wabote, says Nigeria can earn huge forex from golf tourism. Okay, let's listen to Mr. Simbi Wabote right there.
It's not just about the oil and gas. It's in tourism, it's in manufacturing, it's in everything we do. And from my own perspective, golfing industry, promoting it is a way of encouraging tourism in our own country. A lot of us leave Nigeria to go and play golf outside the shores of Nigeria. But what we're trying to do here is to tell people that we have golf courses. Rather than spend the dollars outside this country, such money is spent here, play on Nigerian courses, believe in Nigeria, work for Nigeria, I beg greatness from Nigeria.
Okay, and don't use do when you play golf.
Exactly. We need to add that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's let you know that over the weekend, Port Harcourt, Rivers United defeated Etoile Filante of Burkina Faso 2-0. Yes, I think we mentioned earlier. But there's a controversy in the Premier League presently, talking about the fallout from Tottenham vs Liverpool game, which Tottenham did 1-1, and a Liverpool goal currently chopped off as offside in that game, which the PGMOL, the body in court of the referees in England, come out to apologize for. They said it was down to significant human error. Well, after the match, Liverpool coach Jurgen Klopp didn't seem to make us out of it, but Liverpool, the club itself, spoke after. Let's listen to Mr. Jurgen Klopp. Okay, it's one of those nights.
Yeah, so the linesman thought it's worth watching, looking again. That's why I raised the flag. In the good old times, a linesman should have said that as well, that this is no offside. Because you had these situations quite frequently. And see it back, it's pretty clear. But again, nobody did it on purpose. So I cannot, whatever I say here creates headlines, but doesn't help the situation at all. So I'm not in that book.
Mr. Jurgen Klopp was not in the mood to generate headlines for the media, but Liverpool, no, You can't just let this slide. Liverpool released a statement, official statement about the issue yesterday, and they say in the statement, and I quote, they say we accept the pressure that match officials work under, but these pressures are supposed to be alleviated, not exacerbated by the assistance and implementation of VAR. Therefore, unsatisfactory, the sufficient time was not afforded to allow the decision to be made, and that there was no subsequent intervention. That such failings have already been categorized as significant human error is also unacceptable, and all outcomes should be established only by review and with full transparency. The statement continues saying, this is vital for the reliability of future decision making as it applies to all clubs, with learnings being used to make improvements to processes in order to ensure kind of situation cannot occur again. In the meantime, we will explore the range of options available given the clear need for escalation and resolution. So Liverpool are threatening that possible we will escalate things, and if possible we will resolve this thing. But it's unacceptable to state that the error was down to significant human mistake. Do you agree?
So, of course, the referees will give an excuse and follow up with apology. We've seen it time and time again. But the question is, for how long? The question is this how it's going to be? There will be an error, then there will be an apology. If that's going to be what precedents will buy, then let's accept that is how it is in the English Premier League. Then we'll know that referee is just down to human error and apology. Because in that game, the VAR's issue wasn't just talking of Diaz's goal. Remember the Curtis Jones's red card in 6 minutes?
It was contentious.
I feel it was because first of all, you gave Curtis Jones a yellow card for the offense. Then VAR calls you back. Okay, it's a stamp on the pole or so. Go and check it out. You watch that instance very well. Curtis Jones was going for the ball. His leg touched the middle of the ball, and the ball rolled his leg over ankle of the Tottenham Hotspur player. That's not an intent of bad tackle or probably unsportsmanlike conduct. How did it turn into a red card? So everything you go to check in the monitor comes a red card.
Benga.
So there were different
without wasting time.
occasions.
Do you think it was a deliberate
that is the impression
from the officials?
That's the impression they are giving us, that they decide when to make errors. Because we've seen VAR intervene and give objective decisions. If VAR intervene and say, oh, thank God in this occasion, thank God for VAR in this offside. Good offside calls. These VAR people, they've called back red that are not supposed to be red card. So it looks like they're selecting when to make error. That is what I'm saying. All about impression. It depends on how you interpret. Some will see that, okay, it's intentional, then they know they will come and apologize. Okay, it's down to human error. What happens to the human? Made the error.
Okay. Well, you can also be a part. The number is 0700951000. Let's pick some calls and take some messages. Hello, morning.
Good morning.
Morning, sir. You're welcome.
Yes, thank you from Maraba.
Joe, it's nice to have you.
Yes. See, Liverpool red card was a red card. The guy, the one that is stamped on that guy, if you check Chelsea red card, and that one, this one is even more serious than your colleague you say that one is the first red card. Let him watch the red card. The last week's red card just have something like.
Okay.
Chelsea was not a red card at all, but it didn't. So if that one was given, then this is like you. It's back to the center.
Thank you very much. Let's pick another one. Good morning. Welcome to the show. Good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning. You're live. All right, let's talk. Yeah.
That red card, clean pure red card. That gas that goes. So they go, there's no offside there. So that's about it. For 3 hours and I get something that you cannot trust with them. They give it to life. I don't know what they are doing with that. That was a clean goal, not offside at all.
Okay, thank you very much. We have this from that says, good morning, Nigeria Info. Nigeria Stars a way to go. I'm talking about Kwali, the dullest in-play celebration yesterday. Well, it was meant to be lucky, actually. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. You're welcome to the show. It's nice to have you.
Yeah, sorry, talking about your colleague there was taking reference to it wasn't intentional. It will not be intentional for it to be red card. We have intentional foul ball and intentional foul ball. So that would ended up being unintentional. But if you see the gravity of that.
Oh, so sorry. Let's pick this from WhatsApp. Just trying to give airtime to some of us.
Good morning. Good morning, Fantastic and Bengene.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is For God.
Usang for
I'm
God.
calling you from.
Pleased to have you. Let's talk.
Yeah. I totally agree with what Bengene said. If a human made an error, they should be called to that error. It is because they will constantly come and make deliberate error, and then they tender an apology that not restore the 3 point, 2 point, or whatever it is that can change the outcome, and then you make apology. Who cares about apology? The same thing to Arsenal last season, and I mean that missed. Even when we watch from the TV, you see clearly that it was not supposed to be so. And then how much for you that has all the technology at your disposal, you have all the facility at your disposal, and you make these deliberate errors, and then you utter. No wonder English referees are not respected so much. No wonder English football is respected in Europe.
Thank you very much, Usang for God. Right there. Let's take this message. For Sabi says, good morning, presenter. Liverpool should not forget that what goes around comes around. They should not forget what goes around. They should remember their game with Chelsea about Cup. The goal Lukaku was disallowed also. Well, a lot to talk about, but ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time. We can do this later in the evening on Football Frenzy. Thank you.
Abuja. This is Nigeria Info.